I used to be a very angry person. It was probably my dominant emotion. Now my dominant negative emotion is probably paranoia. But I basically got rid of most of my anger, if not all of it. And it left just through the realization of just the harm it was doing to me. We're not meant to be angry all the time. In a natural environment, you'd be angry, once in a blue moon. But now, thanks to news media and just the very complex lives that we lead, there's lots of aggressions, and now there's this whole thing called microaggressions. Like, God, who even wants to deal with that? But what you have to realize is that anger hurts you first and foremost. Anger is you credibly getting ready to signal violence because you're losing control over the situation. And so to do that, to prepare for violence, whether it's verbal or whether it's physical, you have to basically, release all these nasty hormones and chemicals in your body to tense you up for that fight or flight response. And you just can't run in that all the time. It burns you out. You lose your hair. Your skin will sag. Your metabolism will burn out. You'll have digestive problems. There's a great Buddhist saying that someone is quoting right now in my feed. I use it all the time, so I just didn't want to say it again, but I'll say it again. It's anger is a hot coal that you hold in your hand while you wait to throw it at somebody. And I think that is true. You're holding this hot coal, and it's literally burning you while you're trying to figure out, when and how hard am I going to throw it. So the best way to get rid of anger is not to say, oh, I'm not going to be angry. That kind of never works. You just have to notice every time you're angry how much it's hurting you. And then eventually, at some point, you just won't want it anymore. And when you don't want an emotion, it doesn't really arrive with the same intensity. Paranoia is I'm always concerned with downside risk. I grew up in inner urban New York City. I grew up very poor. And I grew up as a small kid being bullied. So I always am on the lookout physically, mentally. I always have backups after backups after backups on every plan. Someone asked about political correctness. Political correctness is a cancer. That's all I have to say on the topic. Don't make me angry, because I don't want to be angry. But political correctness it's just another attempt to control speech. Speech control is thought control. It's the beginning of all evil. It's the beginning of the slippery slope to hell. And it always comes disguised with good intentions. Always. That there's that very old phrase, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And we all forget it, like it's easy to glaze over. But the reality is it's fundamentally true. It's it always starts with a good intention. Then you organize a bunch of people together. Then you start getting violent to people who don't listen to you. Then you start oppressing them, suppressing them, killing them, etc. And so, there you go.